How many of us wish we could just be in a NASCAR zooming around our Chicago expressways? But we know that's only possible once a year, and the countdown is on less than 100 days away from the second ever NASCAR Chicago Street Race. You may remember one of the top moments from last year's inaugural race. Shane Van Gisbergen cruised into victory. He was the first driver in more than 50 years to win a NASCAR Cup race in their very first start. The next race is coming up in July, after July 4th weekend, but you don't have to wait that long to see Shane again, or SVG as he's known. And that's because he's here with us. He woke up early to join us. First of all, Shane, thank you so much for being here. And have you been back to Chicago since that victory lap?
I haven't. First time back here.
First time back?
Yep.
And why does it rain when you come here? That's just the way it is?
I don't know, yeah. The race was pretty crazy on the day when it rained there. But yeah, hopefully it gets a little warmer when we come back to race.
So last year, of course, the practice time was really truncated. Talk about your process. You had maybe like one chance to drive that course, and then you just went out and won it. What was your team thinking that week leading up to the race?
Yeah, there was a lot of preparation, but it was the first ever street race for NASCAR, so it was pretty cool to be here for that and come from New Zealand, and yeah, now I'm here racing full time in America, so it's been a pretty awesome time since then, and yeah, can't wait to get back here again.
So I was trying to read, like, how many times did you have to actually do the course in Grant Park before you?
I think we had half an hour, 40 minutes of practice, and then we had a qualifying as well. So that set the grid for the race on Sunday, and then the race was 250 miles or something. It was a pretty long race. So, yeah.
Wow. Okay. And so when you crossed that finish line and you realized, wow, it's my first NASCAR Cup race and I won it, were you thinking this is easy, no problem?
I certainly wasn't. There was so much attrition during the day, people spinning out, and I went back and forth through the field, and yeah, it was a crazy race. One of the coolest races I've ever been a part of, and the show was pretty cool as well, the atmosphere and the race that we put on, so I'm pretty sure this year will be the same.
When you got up on the roof of your car and you put your arms up in the air and you were seeing the Chicago skyline, our famous skyline, what was going through your mind at that moment?
I was just sort of taking it all in. It was one of the best moments I've ever had in racing, and to do it here in a foreign place, I've never been to a place like this before with all the buildings and stuff like that, so it was pretty different.
Where you're from, is it kind of rural? Like, I know that you got your first ATV when you were like 5 years old.
Yeah, so growing up in Auckland, it's a lot smaller city, and probably one of the biggest cities I've been to, and then coming here, it's I'm a long way from home.
What do you think it's going to take for you to repeat this year?
Same again, be the one who doesn't make any mistakes. The track here is crazy with the concrete walls everywhere and tight corners and long straights. So yeah, if you don't make any mistakes, you'll be one of the guys up front.
And how many people are actually behind you? So you're the front man, right? How many people are working behind the scenes on your team to actually make that happen?
That's the thing you don't see in our sport. Unfortunately, you get the headlines as the driver, but there's 135 people, I think, at Trackhouse that are working on the race cars that we drive. So we're pretty lucky how many people put big effort into our racing, and to share those moments with those people is it's really cool. Yeah.
I really love your accent. I love that accent. Can you just say, thanks, Kai, back to you, Lisa, and JC for me?
All right, thanks, Kai. Back to you, Lisa.